Okay, good evening. So today we will see the final part. So till yesterday we have seen how to store the passwords using hash and sorting technique, and we haven't used any of the login. Only just we have used the registration route and the once registration we are redirecting to secrets route, and then we are downloading the file from the static folder using the send directory method. So here today we will see how to authenticate with the already registered user. So here at the moment, if you see, we are generally just navigating to secrets, and the download link will be there. But even as of now, if you see, yesterday we have already shown it, maybe day before yesterday. So it's like whenever you directly give the secret set, it automatically redirect to the page where we can directly get the link without any uh, login authentication. So here today is very important topic. So it will be only the authenticated users should be able to log in, and even the secrets, whatever thing we have, like for example, if already implemented. So if I so we should get unauthorized. So as of now, until unless you log in, we can't access this route. So how we will be implementing that? So there is a Flask login module. So by default, maximum of the Flask developers using this model. This is very straightforward and it is very easy to implement. So if I just go to this Flask documentation, open it. So still, so generally this is what we are expecting. So once user got registered, so now we will be implementing all the uh, secrets. Yeah, there is kind of hang happened. What's happening? It's taking the memory. So this is the Flask login module page. So general we can install from pip install Flask login. When we are creating our virtual environment PyCharm, it's already installed in our application, like in PyCharm in the virtual environment what we have created. So these are the steps how to configure, how to do that. So first we need to configure Flask login and then the log the user in the upon registering. Upon once user got registered, we should log in the user, and then we should protect the secret routes only logged in users can access. So right for login and logout routes. So this is a step by step. So here we have already given every detailed step by step. So just if I just open the page, so it will just go to how to configure our application. So here we have to use this Flask login import login manager, and then we will be using creating a object login manager using this class, and then we are initializing the app login, the login manager also, whatever the Flask app we have created, that we will be using this. Sessions for authentication, like we must application other. So we should set our application secret key also. So already I think we already set it. So if we just go to here, so this is app.config secret key, and now if I just see, we have created login manager using, and then we have created a login manager initializing the app. Now if I just go here, and we should create a user callback. So this is like a user loader callback. It is to reload the user object from the user ID stored in the session. So because Flask stores every login session in Flask sessions, so we should use this callback method. So that also we have defined. So login manager score user loader. So we have used this decorator, and then we have plus load user ID. So get 404 error, like 404 from the user, like this already we have used, right? So user ID load user, we already used this callback like method. So whenever we pass the user ID, it will be fetch check in the users table, and then it returns. Otherwise, it will return 405. So now this is another important aspect. We should implement user mixin. So the main thing in Python is multiple inheritance. So Python supports multiple inheritance. So maximum all other programming languages like Java or different don't support multiple inheritance. So this is how one of the way to implement uh, multiple inheritance in Python using mixin classes. So in Flask, we are using multiple inheritance. So this is, if you carefully observe, so it should is authenticated. So these are the properties whenever we implement the mixin classes. So properties and methods. So you can use whatever the whenever we create a multiple inheritance class, we can actually get hold of all these methods. So which is already written in Flask. So we need to create our database using multiple inheritance mixin classes. So make sure, so my class, so mixin class, AB mixin class, and base class. So if I just go here and I just I'm checking if I missed anything. Yeah, not. Yeah, user mixin. Yeah, the class. So we have implemented user mixin in the Flask, and if what exactly the mixins are, or what multiple inheritance mixin classes in Python. So it is not only used in Flask, even in Django. This is one of the important topic. Multiple inheritance is actually most controversial subject in the whole object-oriented programming world. So it is advisable to read this documentation, like this link, how exactly multiple inheritance and this and even yeah. So yesterday we have created a password, right? Generate password using hash. Now we will be checking the password whether it is user has given the password is correctly matching with the password or not. So how we will be using this check password hash. So that also again just go to my code. So, so this is to be implemented in the login page. So now again these are the two things where we need to find user by email and using SQL Alchemy where class to get the data, hold of the data when user entered its email and password. So here we need to use login user function to authenticate uh, them once user has successfully logged in. So this is again can be seen from Flask Login Module itself. So if I just go back, so this is where class quick start where we query the data. So result.scalar. So this is how it is like login user. So this is the function where we will be calling this thing. So if I just go to the login page root. So now we will login page and here by default is before we have just rendered the login.html template. Now it's like login get method and if request start we are getting a data from email and password and result is already so db.select user. So so from the user table, so where user.email equal to email is entered from here. So we are getting the correct record of that user. So we are storing it in a scalar, and then now what we are doing, we are checking whether uh, getting hold of this user dot password is equal to the password entered. So it's like I the hash it automatically the exec security module will having this kind of method. So once it got successful, once it returned true, then we are calling login user and we are redirecting URL for secrets. So yeah. And then at last we are rendering the login.html. So now the main thing is like secrets.html as of now it haven't any like we haven't passed any name, but here now uh, this one already we have this we are passing the current user name and we are entering the secret.html. So before we haven't passed any name, so we have passed directly from this the register. If I just go to register, so if I just check here, we have passed from directly from the request.form.get. So again, the current user is, it will once we log in, right? Once we log in, it get holds of that user data, the Flask, because we are storing that user session in the Flask session. So that's why we got current user build, and then using the current user dot name, if we carefully observe, we have provided this at the rate login required decorator here. So this will automatically uh, take care if user not logged in, it automatically throws the error like unauthorized error. So even this logout user thing is also directly from Flask, this one only. So so if you see, we have used all the Flask user mixin uh, for multiple inheritance to get this as of now it is uh, created, but we will see what exactly we will be requiring for that. Now login user is the function we call login manager session, and login required is the main thing. So it's the decorator where we have placed at 2 points, like one is like at secrets, and the other is like at download login required download. So now if we just do this thing like slash secrets are root we have given, it will automatically do that. And logout user function is by default we just out from the session flash session, and it actually we can whatever the uh, like template we are returning, we are just returning URL for home, so it will redirect to home. So now if you just again look back, so if I just download, it will say me unauthorized. So login, so actually I have created yesterday and I have created today also. So it's like just side at gmail.com, and I have given password like 1234567 8 just for checking. So and I used my name as Sai Kishore, even I this database. Okay. Yeah, it has stored some password. Even now, now we can see everything is fine. Log out. If I just want to register also, sure, send me up. Even we have given the same thing, like it already we called after registering also. If you just carefully observe the registering, we have called login user method, or the function you can say. So once user got added, so using that new user, we are authenticating using this method, and then only we are redirecting. So before that we haven't used this, so we directly redirected to secrets. So now if I just go back, as of now this already working. Fine, I have changed. So now both secrets and downloader need to be secured. So this is again, if we just check here, Flask login required. So this is nothing. If you decorate with this view, yeah. So until unless user the session it got authenticated and user logged in, so don't allow that thing, like it don't allow that route to load. Okay. Now as of now we have seen like if I just go back, login some uh, AF, .com, we are getting some this kind of error, like object as none, type as not object, password. So but what if you want to give user once user uh, entered incorrect email, so then we actually throw them the correct message on the UI page itself, so that it is clearly visible and it gives us the correct way forward. So it's like we are providing feedback. So are they typing the wrong password, or email exists, or it would be a good experience instead of just going back to the login page. So the first thing, the easiest way is we can do this through Flask messages. So Flash messages. So if I just open this again, so we can actually flash the message. So it will uh, the message will stay until unless we load the HTML, like the page again. So you can just go through this, but as of now, what we will be doing, we will be adding a few pointers. So for login route, email doesn't exist. You redirect them to the login route once we verify. So for example, something like this, and even the same thing if so this is the login route. So and even the same thing for password, we should actually send a flash message to the to redirect back to login page. So the first and the third thing is like for register, when our user register with the same email account, we should show them the flash message, and we should redirect them to the login page if already user is there. So let's start with login page. So as of now, just we are checking the password, but here now I'm just this line. So now user got user we got the whatever data user has provided. So if not user, so it's like if it returned a none, So there is no data, it's like a non-typed return, so that what we are doing, we are showing that email doesn't exist, please try it again, and we are redirecting to login page. Else if not, so the other condition, a if condition, so if the password is not matching, so it's like if it is returning false, then we are saying uh, the check password thing, then password incorrect, and we are again redirecting back to login page. If both are matching, so if these two conditions are satisfied, then we are calling the login user function and we are redirecting to secrets page. But the one thing we should hold is like this one, the login.html. So this is how with messages equal to all the for loop we need to display. So it's like already we have given a hint just here. The login page will show up as a red text. So we are displaying a message. So whenever it has thrown flash message, so we are collecting them in a list, you can say. So we are looping over that list using with loop. So when to say it's like a for loop only. So and if messages for messages in messages, so we are just looping over. So it's like we are getting all the flash messages whatever we have thrown. So that's one thing. So here the same thing. Instead of template, you have to get flashed messages function to return the categories. So otherwise, just if you see it's if messages, for messages and messages, and for so we are just using this simple mechanism to get all the flash messages. So basically, it's record a message at the end of the request, access next to only the next request. Okay, so yeah. So even all these flashings also we are doing in the session thing only, like login user session. So if I just give now, before that also in the registering also, this one, in the register. So this is yeah. So again, uh, so if we see this part is not there before, like we are just hashing the passwords and we are just storing the passwords. So now we are getting email. So it's like just uh, to check whether email already exists or not. We are getting the result the same whatever we are using in a login page. So the same thing user result dot scalar. So here we are also in a register page. We are getting the data and user. So if user flashed, so because email in a DB is unique, so we will get only one result. So if user we have got any data with that email, then obviously the user this will end up in a single list. So we already seen this. So with using with only one user, like even one user, it's like the element shows it exists. So now we are actually flashing you have already signed up on login instead, and we are redirecting URL like login page. We are redirecting to login. So again, this is thing Flask only default Flask. We have that Flask messages. So now if I just go back and do some the gmail.com, when I give password now, so it said the email doesn't exist. Please try. So even now, if I just give and I'm giving different password, so now it is saying it doesn't exist. Like password incorrect. Please try again. So it is the proper feedback we are providing. Even now, if I just go to register page, register, and now so I just use I, and I'm using the same email again. I'm some password, and if I just check here, so see we have redirected to login route and login page. You can see you already signed up with the email login instead. This is nice feedback what we are giving to users. So now as of now what we have seen, so the final step is like we should pass authentication status to the templates. For example, the register page should show login and this page. So if I just in login page, once user got login, the home page should not show any register and uh, this login buttons only on home page. Whenever user or the register page, it should show. So we should hide the login and register for logged in users. When user in the home page should not show the login and register buttons. The navigation bar should not register, like, yeah, the navigation bar should not show register or login either. Yeah, this navigation bar what we are talking about. If I just go back, so yeah, here we are having login and register the navigation bar. General, when we log in, it should not show. So for that, what exactly we need to do? This is how. Uh, so this is generally we need to do some changes in HTML pages, and we need to add some this is steps. So generally we already learned in previous sections how the base HTML inherits the template for all other templates. So this is the template inheritance. So for this actually already we have used this mixin, right? So now it it comes the first thing is like we are passing, so we are passing a variable where the logged in says it is this thing or not, like authentication. So as of now there is no like holding of that messages like the variable. So it's like is authenticated is like uh, from the user defined like login module, if the session got successful, then the is authenticated flag is set to true. So yeah, so just going back here. So this extends if not logged in. Yeah. So this is the feedback message. So but again, so this is just we are displaying this one, but the base.html is the main thing. Like to hide this thing, if not logged in, then we have this URL for login and URL for register will be not enabled. Like it will be hide because we are using this if condition. If not logged in, like so when this condition got satisfied, so it's like when our user got logged in, then we are not displaying this two. Only when this condition like if not is like false. So if not is like the false condition. So logged in is false, and then it satisfies to true. Then only we are displaying these two conditions. So everything else is just like this thing. So this is the main thing we need to concentrate, only this two. So now if I just go here back, and even we need to do the same thing for different templates. For example, this is index. So now the same thing we need to do for register.html also. So we are getting current user is authenticated or not. So this is the variable. So we are passing a boolean value to this variable. Even for login route also. So login, no secrets. We are actually directly passing true because already we are saying it's login required is it will check already for this authentication flags. So now if I just go back and just refresh this. Yeah. So now login. So if I just check login and register, here it is having. Now because user got logged in, it is not having any. Now we are not displaying anything. So it's like because we have passed that status like logged in user equal to true, and the base.html what it is like it is if not so not of true is false. So that's why we are not displaying these two links because it is not it this condition evaluated to false. But if it is logged in equal to false, then only we can do this. Now home page. So So again, before we used to get, whenever we click on home page, we used to just get again login page and register page. But now you said it is already, you are saying it is, you are already logged, because we have changed the index.html routing. Like whenever I got logged in, then only we are redirecting to login page. So it's like whenever this condition holds true, so it's like logged in again. Logged in is true, is authenticated flag is set to true. So and then this is like false. So because it is, this condition doesn't execute, then we will get only this one. So now if I just log out, now the user condition satisfied, like that is authenticated flag is false. So then this will be enabled, like this two conditions will be enabled. So because it's a button, if you see this login button and register button, and we are actually having URLs, like we are redirecting to login route and a register route. So this is the complete end-to-end authentication. So we have developed successfully all that using authentications and flash messages, how to register and how to hide the links, like whenever user not required links, so you can hide. If home is also not required when you are login, that also you can hide it. So yeah, depending on the conditions, so how to get flash sessions and how to uh, get the inheritance uh, of that session, like flash session user, and all this is authenticated is the main thing, like multiple inheritance thing we have used using the user mixin classes. So that's what it's like when our user. So we are getting hold of that method is authenticated method from different class, so that we can directly use it in our Flask application for any login and different authentications. I think this is end of Flask. Maybe yeah, we will see some different concepts later, like how to deploy our web apps, and there are next data visualizations and some basic machine learning concepts. I think that's it for today. Thank you.